Hi Tarot Rebels, welcome to today's pick a card reading. I am Michaela from Tarot Rebel and I'm happy to see you joining us. Today I'm gonna take a look at the cards to unveil two truths and one lie that you need to hear right now. You might be aware of them, you might know them, but you're choosing to ignore them. So take this moment to recognize and accept this information. This is delivered to me through your spirit guides and angels, so this is something you really need to hear and admit. We have, as usual, we have three groups, and I'm going to choose a stone for each of the groups. Let's see. Group 1. So you have this smoky quartz. Okay. Group 2. Okay, group 2, you get this beautiful, I think it's an amethyst stone, if I'm seeing it correctly. My camera doesn't focus that well. Yeah. And let's see, group 3. Okay, so this is for group 3. If you chose this, I don't know what kind of stone it is, but it looks like a spotted rock. I'm gonna look it up and put it in the comment section down below. But if you chose this message is for you. Okay, so take your time and choose whatever group calls to you the most, and if you need to pause the video, please do so. Follow your intuition and let it guide you to the message you need to hear the most. And of course, if you're inclined to choose 2 or more groups, you're welcome to do so. Once you decided which group you're drawn to, please go to the timestamps in the description box down below, and in the comment section they will be as well. And please remember that this is a general reading, so if it doesn't fully resonate with you, you can check my description box down below and use either my website or my Instagram page or my Facebook page or my Etsy shop link to book a reading with me. As usual, please remember to take what resonates with you, and this is always about your own power and how you want things to go. Hi group 1, if you chose this beautiful smoky quartz, this message is for you, and I want to thank you for joining me. And let's see what hard truths you need to hear from your guides, angels, the universe, and what lies you're telling yourself. Do remember that messages are for some of you, not all of you. So if they don't resonate with you, you might need to check other readings or other groups. Also, please remember that this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, group 1. Let's see. What truths have you been telling yourself? Okay. The 4 of Cups. A lot of cards. I'm just gonna go through them. Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, the World, and the Knight of Pentacles, just in case they show up again. Another truth for my group 1, what you need to believe in at the moment. Okay, and you get the 9 of Cups. What lie you've been telling yourself, group 1? What lie have you been telling yourself? The 7 of Wands. Okay, interesting. I'm going to get a couple more cards for you. What's in your focus? You're looking for balance, for moderation. Keep an eye for this opportunity. Ooh, something at the job. An opportunity to make more money. And challenges you might face. Let's see, group 1. Struggles in the financial world. Okay, so the 2 truths that you need to hear right now. You need to reject anything that doesn't make you feel fulfilled, and you need to embrace what you currently have for you to feel fulfilled. They might seem counterproductive, but it kind of rings true to that saying, don't stretch yourself too much. Try to look at your environment and assess your needs based on that environment, and not on other people's needs. It kind of reminds me of that saying, comparison is the thief of joy. So you need to remind yourself of that. You need to remember that whatever you're having at this moment, it can be fulfilling should you choose so. It doesn't look like you're lacking in anything. So that's your reminder, that's your truth that you need to hear. And you can reject things that don't fulfill you, because you need to accept that not everything, although beneficial in the material world, let's say like that, they don't necessarily fill you up with joy. So you need to work on that, on accepting that. In terms of what lie you've been telling yourself, it looks here like you're struggling a lot. You are trying to build and show the world how resilient and how strong you are and how resourceful you are, when in fact you don't need to do that. You have nothing to prove to anyone but yourself. And it kind of feels like you're going overboard in trying to prove this to people, and you're forgetting to work for yourself. You're dedicating too much time on how people perceive you, and you think that your value lies in there. But you need to remind yourself that whatever sparks your joy, be it, let's say you're not good at drawing, right? And people keep commenting on your skills, and it takes away your joy, and you see people online doing far better than you, and you keep trying to achieve that, when in fact you should achieve to make yourself happy. You don't need to copy anyone. You just need to be yourself. You have nothing to prove to the people online. You have nothing to prove to people who don't appreciate you for your own personality. That's your reminder. What's in your focus right now? Some of you might be Sagittarius or have strong Sagittarius in your chart, and with this card, it kind of feels like you're trying to fulfill 2 worlds, the inner world and the outside world, and that's your focus right now. To me, this is a very subtle reminder that you only need to work for yourself, and you only need to make yourself happy. In terms of what opportunity you need to keep an eye on, it's again something connected to the material world, but in a very different way. This might be a business opportunity showing up for you in the near future, or an investment opportunity. I think more than anything, it kind of looks like an investment opportunity, because this little fella giving away the coin and putting it towards his future, right? And as a challenge, you have struggles in the material world with this 5 of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which signifies a new beginning, a new acceptance of a new thing, potentially very, very rewarding in terms of finances. But at the same time, you need to pay attention to it, because some risks are associated with that Ace of Pentacles. Let's try and clarify those cards, actually. Tell me more about this opportunity for group 1, please. I'm gonna use one of my favorite decks. I got it off Etsy, and it's such an interesting... For the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Magician, 2 wands, both of them signifying new beginning, both of them signifying practicality in the material world. It's this is an opportunity for you to carve your own future the way you want it to. And I kind of feel like with this Magician here, you're following some footsteps blindly. I want to say you need to pay more attention to how you accomplish that resolution for yourself, because again, you're trying to prove something, and because you're trying to prove something, it doesn't feel like your soul is in that. Look at this card's eyes. I don't want to say anything, but they kind of look creepy. You need to pay attention to make sure that your emotional needs are fulfilled as well. Please remember that. Let's see. What do you need to pay attention to avoid that 5 of Pentacles? The 7 of Swords. You need to pay attention to what people are telling you, what people are communicating to you, what double-edged words they're using in your presence, because some of them might not be fruitful for you, might not be something you need. They might just pick away at your insecurities, and they might just need to, you might need to think ahead before going ahead with this opportunity, because it looks like it can have the risk of leaving you broke, and that's just because you might trust people that you don't need to trust. Okay, I want to know, let's see, maybe not these cards. I'm undecided because the energies are a bit all over the place. Okay, what's the energy associated with the Ace of Pentacles? Appreciation. Yeah, someone might show you a bit of appreciation and share a secret with you that might lead you to attaching yourself to this business opportunity, this investment opportunity, and because somehow it will feed into your ego. You might think, oh, that's a good idea, I should follow in this person's footsteps because they're so successful and I want to be successful as well. But it doesn't necessarily feed into your emotional needs, and therefore if you choose to listen to this person whispering sweet things into your ear and making you feel like you're special, not that you're not, but who knows why they might use you. Let's see what that 5 of Pentacles, the door to personal healing and happiness. And it's interesting because this is a door, this is a kind of a door, a window, something like that. These 2 cards speak to me about, don't forget the door to your personal healing and happiness, even if you choose to focus on the material side of things. There's nothing wrong with choosing the material for now, and there's nothing wrong to tend to that need for now. However, you need to remember that your emotional needs are also need to be fulfilled, right? You don't need to spend a whole amount of money. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You need to tend to your own emotional needs so that you don't feel left outside and alone, and like you don't have any support in this matter. Let's see, group 1. I'm gonna pull some general cards for you as well. Let's see. Gonna get you a love card, a career card, and a love card, a career card. Oh, you don't see these. Okay, let me just push them a bit. Okay. So for the love, you get the justice. The career, you get the sun. And for the finances, let's see what you get. Get the death card. Lots of transformation in your finances, in your material world. So for the love card, you get justice. Some of you might sign a contract, either moving in with someone you love, or a marriage, or a divorce, anything that has to do with paperwork. This is covered by this. Some of you might deal with a Libra, and it's a bit tricky because it feels like one of the parties, or even both parties, aren't necessarily feeling like things are fair in the relationship, like everyone is treated fairly and honestly and open in this relationship. But that's just a thing you're going through right now. And it looks like in the beginning your reading was very temporary, but now it looks like these three aspects of your life, they're impacted in a major way. So you have the Justice card, the Sun card for your career, meaning that some kind of happiness, maybe a promotion, maybe that investment opportunity will show up for you, and that will make you really happy, probably brought by a Leo or someone who's in charge. But your finances will suffer the most. And when I say suffer, I don't want to sound doomy and gloomy. It just means like there will be a shift, and things will happen in a way that you might not expect it. Some of you might experience poverty or very difficult financial times right now, and with this card it signifies that things will pick up and will be great for you. And for the other ones who are experiencing really abundant times, I would be very much aware of how I'm investing my money if I were you. Okay, I want one energy card attached to this for you. Okay, for your love card, you get the career. It kind of feels, as I said, one of the parties isn't treating the other one fairly. So you might need to look up on how you're balancing your time right now. You might be a bit too selfish to tend to your partner's needs. So be aware of that. As I said, it has to do with contracts, so make sure that whatever you're signing inside your relationship or outside of it, at work, let's say, isn't impacting your relationship in any way. Okay, for the career, let's see. You get healing. As I said, there will be a time of happiness, of healing, of hope coming into your life in terms of your career. So this might be it. Let's see your finances. You get psychic abilities. You need to sense this. You need to listen to your common sense, your ability, your knowledge, your friends, your intuition. Call it whatever you want to call it. You need to use it in order for you to get the most out of this transformation in terms of your finances. It looks like it has the potential to go either way, so you need to make sure that whenever it comes, whenever that moment comes, you land on your feet, because you have the ability to do so, but you need to make sure you do it properly. I'm gonna get a couple more energy cards for the truths and the lies as well. Okay. Anxiety. So you're kind of feeling right now that you're not really focusing on achieving everything you can achieve, and you're not listening to what you need to be fulfilled, and you're just playing by other people's rules. And as I mentioned before, you need to stop comparing yourself to others, because that's what's growing this anxiety within you. It doesn't serve you, it doesn't do you any good, and it's only causing you long-term stress. Let's see. One card for the lie. Let's see, what's the shadow aspect of the lie? Okay. You get alone in the world. As I said, you feel the need to prove yourself over and over and over again, and that's eating you away. It doesn't serve you, it doesn't do you any good. It's just a constant source of tiredness and anxiety. I'm gonna get one last piece of advice for you. Okay, you get the tulip, friendship and gratitude. Okay, let's show you this. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. You need to tend for your own happiness. You need to accept appreciations from others and show them appreciation in return. You need to make sure that the connections you have in your life make your soul sing, and they make you feel fulfilled, because the reality is, yes, we're going to find accomplishment and fulfillment in the material world, but the things that bring us the most happiness is having meaningful relationships, being happy with who we are, where we are, enjoying our times with family and friends, not necessarily proving to people that we are this perfect person on social media. So that's what I have for you, group 1. Please take what resonates with you, and this is always about your own power and how you decide you want things to go. Remember, this is what I always say, and this is a general reading, so if it doesn't fully resonate with you, you can check my description box down below and either message me on Instagram, Facebook, on Etsy, on my website, if you want to request a personal reading. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye. Hi Tarotables, and welcome group 2. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's see what hard truths you have and what lies you are telling yourself if you chose this beautiful amethyst. I'm gonna ask the tarot and see what you're hiding. Please remember that messages are for some of you and they may not resonate for all of you. And also remember that this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what truths this group 2 need to believe. Let's see, group 2. Okay, too many cards, but oh, that's a beautiful start. You need to trust that you're a winner, and you wanted to to show up. You need to trust you can do it all, and you need to trust you have the power to do whatever you want to do. And it's being recognized by your peers, your friends, your family. It's being celebrated by everyone. This is your lie, though. The lie you've been telling yourself. You're telling yourself you're independent and that you're content with that, when in fact that's not the truth. Yes, you might appreciate being the top dog if you want, and you might appreciate being admired for it, but it doesn't make you happy. But you tell yourself you're happy. It's like focusing on your money and your career. Yes, it's a source of joy, it's a source of accomplishment and fulfillment, but it's not necessarily a source of happiness. Let's see. What's in your focus? The Devil. A strong air or Capricorn energy. So think of Gemini, especially with that Magician there, but also Capricorn with the Devil and the Nine of Pentacles. Let's see. Keep an eye on this. Keep an eye for this opportunity. You have the Eight of Wands. Something fast moving is coming towards your way. Keep an eye on it. I'm going to clarify it in a second. But it's something that's coming your way, and it has your name written all over it. And this is a challenge. You might feel the stress when you're trying to understand this new opportunity. I'm going to clarify that as well, don't worry. It's interesting, you have major arcanas and very, very positive cards otherwise, and there's a leap of faith you might struggle with in terms of that new opportunity. Let's see. Tell me more about the Eight of Wands for group 2, please. The Nine of Swords. It will cause you to go into like a mental loop of stressing and being anxious about this thing. I don't know what this is all about, but it's causing you a lot of stress, and I'm going to try and clarify with oracle cards. It looks like a message of some sorts will make you go spiral into this like dark place. I don't want to say dark place, but it kind of looks like it. And it's almost like you're building up for yourself. It's almost like you're hyping the negativity around you instead of fighting it off, because everything else looks, I don't want to say just positive, looks amazing for you. And then you get this message, this news from someone, and it just takes you spinning into a very negative, bad place. Let's see. What do you need to pay attention to if you want to overcome this challenge? Let's see. The Chariot. Again, you need to trust that you're going to be victorious. It doesn't look like it, I know, but you need to trust it that you're going to be victorious. Strong Cancer energy with that. Okay. Kind of looks to me like you're trying to regain your independence here, and you're trying to, with the Devil here, which is a very toxic connection in your life, and that's in your focus right now. And the lie you're telling yourself that you're strong and independent and self-reliant, it's almost like you're trying to manifest it with this Magician here, with this Fool card here, with the Chariot here. You're trying to hype yourself up in order for you to achieve that contentment, that happiness, the way you perceive it, but it's only in the material world. And in reality, it looks like any random message, anything outside of the expected norm of things, the way you build them in your head, it's gonna send you in overdrive. It's making it hard for you to accept how to open up, how to acknowledge and adapt to new things, it's making it really hard for you. But let's see what the oracle says. Let's see, for the Eight of Wands, what's the energy associated with this opportunity? The fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. And I see they're both is the heart chakra, right? You need to follow your heart, you need to accept it, you need to embrace it with your heart. And I find it interesting because this Eight of Wands also kind of stems from the chest area, same as with the fourth chakra. What was it was that amethyst. But also think of green as well. I like the Fool has a lot of green. This card has a lot of green. The Devil has a lot of green. The Nine of Pentacles, sorry. The Magician also has hues of green. So maybe think of green as the color that will protect you in the months to come. In terms of the energy associated with this challenge, you need to plan ahead. You need to not let things destabilize you like this Eight of Wands. You don't need to go in overdrive to try and make sense of things, because overthinking and ruminating over things, it will just only unbalance you. It's like stepping on a pebble and suddenly falling over because of it. You need to strategize, you need to have a clear plan, and you need to follow it. This is how you work, and it looks like it works for you. You need to accept it, and you need to adapt to it. Because right now, if this opportunity comes to you, you won't embrace it the way you should, and it will only make things hard for you. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull some cards for love, career, and money. Let's see what we have for you, group 2. For group 2, love, you have it's funny because I was shuffling these cards and I saw this Five of Wands earlier. I was like, okay, I hope you don't show up. There's a lot of conflict in your love life, be it with your partner, your family, your friends. Inner conflict. It's like you don't trust yourself to love yourself that much. Sorry for that, I just dropped a card, and actually they were 2. So you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance card for your career. This is a time of moderation. You need to not make sudden movements for you, and you need to accept whatever karma is bringing into your life. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of karma. So if things were bad for you, it looks like right now you'll get the recognition you deserve. Let's see. And in terms of your finances, okay, it's the Six of Cups. I have this very weird feeling that you might be overspending because of nostalgia. You might go to the places where you used to visit as a child, or you might buy a book you enjoyed as a child, or you might play a game that you used to enjoy as a child. Either way, it kind of looks like your finances are spent in that regard. Not saying it's a bad thing, not saying it's a good thing, it's just a thing that it's an escape route for you. You might feel the need to feed that inner child. Let's see what other energies are attached to your love, career, and finances. Let's see. Dreams. Sorry, you don't see that. This conflict might be tamed by you envisioning things, by you wanting, desiring, dreaming of things, because they cannot come true, they cannot come to life unless you have a clear path, you have a strategy, right? That magician, he doesn't work out of thin air. He has to know what you want before he can bring it into your life. It's the same thing with love. Right now it looks like it's a very conflicting period for you, but you need to dedicate some time to decide what you want and how you want it. Okay, let's see. For your career, you have the manifestation card. Okay, as I said, that magician, he doesn't know what he's doing unless you tell him what to do. You cannot manifest things you're not sure of. You cannot say, I want good things to happen to me. Okay, what are those good things? Do you want to move? Do you want to travel? Do you want to earn 6 figures? What is it? You need to know, you need to make a plan, you need to dream, you need to strategize before things starting happen to you. Yeah? Let's see, and your finances, too many cards, but you have freedom, good luck, well-being, and answers, right? So I'm not going to take them, I'm going to continue shuffle. Oh, you have a lot of things that you want. You want blessings and commitment. With this 6 of Cups, I'm going to keep them because these are very telling for the 6 of Cups. This is why you revert to that safe environment, that safe place in your life, because it's easy to get stuck in that rose-colored lens and think, well, this is safe, this is where I want to be, and there's nothing better in my current life anyway, so what's the point, right? When in fact you need to count your blessings, and appreciate what you had, but now you have a commitment to yourself in the present. Now you have a commitment to manifest things that you want to happen. You have a commitment to dream, you have a commitment to make plans ahead, and you have a commitment to accept and acknowledge that good things are happening in your life, and you need to stop refusing to see them. I'm gonna get one energy card for your truths, the 6 of Wands and the Magician. You have a lot of wands. Some of you might be fire signs. Okay, and lots of major arcanas. I'm gonna remind you of that as well. So this is a very transformational time in your life. Please remember that. Okay. For your truths, you have the card of journey. It's again, you're traveling through life and you're manifesting the life you want. You're trying to cut down on negativity and leave any toxicity in the past, right? While still reminiscing of this idealistic past you had, right? You need to understand that now this is not the time to be stuck in a place. Now is the time to make plans and wish for things and start working on them. Let's see, and for your lie, okay, you get perchance to dream, right? I'm gonna take the book for this because I don't want to say anything out of place. So I'm gonna show you the book, and it says it's the new moon phase and the stage denial. It's kind of touching base with that 9 of Pentacles. If I sleep long enough, when I wake up the pain will have been gone. And a crowded naked man is reclining, his eyes closed and his body dissolving in the wind. Another man holds him gently. Behind them, a circle of brass, risen by thin silvery threads. So, perchance to dream. Allow yourself to dream, but do not dream in a way that's negative. Do not allow this this dream state to overwhelm and replace your current life. Do not allow yourself to be in the Six of Cups energy all the time, because dreaming and manifesting and planning to achieve something is one thing, and dreaming to forget the current reality is a totally different thing. And this is where that Nine of Swords comes in, and this is where I want to remind you of the fact that you're in power here. No one else is, and you can tell yourself what to think of, what to dream of, and how you want things to come to life to you. One last piece of advice for group 2. One last piece of advice, please. You get asters. Elegance and patience. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished, right? Please remember that this is not a time to make rash decisions. This reading was amazing, but you need to remind yourself that you hold the power to do everything you need to do in order to be completely satisfied and happy. That's all I have for you, group 2. Take what resonates with you, and please remember that this is always about your own power and how you decide you want things to go. Do remember that this is a general reading, and if you want a personal reading because this one didn't fully resonate with you, you can do so by checking the description box down below, using either my email, my website, my Instagram account, my Facebook account, my Etsy shop to book a reading with me. Thank you so much for joining, and I do hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, group 3. Oops. If you chose this beautiful Dalmatian jasper, this reading is for you. I finally found the name of this stone, which is actually a great stone. Okay, I think I put my cards upside down, which is not something I want to do, but now I sorted them out. Now let's see. Thank you so much for joining us, group 3. Let's see what hard truths you need to hear from your guides and what lies you've been telling yourself. Do remember that these messages are for some of you, not all of you, and they may not resonate with everyone. And also do remember that this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, very talkative. You start very fast with this Ace of Cups. Celebration and enjoyment. I like this for you. And the Magician, this is exactly what group 2 had in the same position. So let's move on to the lies. Group 3. Oh, the Queen of Wands. It's like you're inhabiting this energy of assertment and determination that you're not actually part of. You're not actually experiencing it. And I always call this Queen of Wands in this position. I call it the call it till you make it, the fake it till you make it card. So yeah, there's that. And let's see what's in your focus, group 3. Do I have I constantly think I have cards the other way around. Wow. In your focus, new beginnings, you have the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands in your reading, which is interesting. In terms of opportunities, you have the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Cups. That's a very interesting energy. You're struggling with something, you're struggling to prove something to someone, but the opportunity will come when you will actually show them what you're made of, and show them that whatever you fought for until now actually makes sense and you are victorious. Okay, too many cards? No, just two. Okay, I'll take them. So this is for what you should be careful of, what challenge lies ahead. You have this King of Swords and the Ten of Cups, which actually I saw it before shuffling the Ten of Cups. So it might mean something to you. Okay, let's try and make some sense of this. In terms of your two truths, you have the Ace of Cups and the Magician here. You're manifesting something, and again, as I said, this might be connected to the group 2 reading, so you might want to check that out. It looks like you're trying to embrace something and you're actively going for it. It's a celebration, a new friendship, a new relationship, something like that, and it's making you happy and it's making you feel content, and you're actually actively working to make it evolve into something better. In terms of the lies you're telling yourself with this Queen of Wands, I think you're presenting this very energetic, very outgoing personality to other people. It's like putting up a front and you're not actually there energetically. I'm not saying you shouldn't be confident and assertive and look at me, I got everything together. No, it's not saying that. It's just you kind of struggle to feel that on the inside. And I keep looking at this lion here. So the queen is riding this lion, and the lion has the lights coming out of its eyes, right? It's like you need to follow your inner workings, your inner light, in order to achieve what this queen actually is. And until you manage to do that, you're just lying to yourself and others until you can achieve that. In terms of what's in your focus, I really like this passion in this Ace of Wands. And it's interesting, you have a lot of wands in your reading, so you might be a fire sign. Especially I'm thinking Sagittarius, right? But Aries and Leo as well. It looks like you have a lot of new things you're working with. Maybe why you're struggling to put up this facade of someone who's confident and mature and grown, and I don't know, insert whatever words you might think you want to be associated with. So you're struggling with these new beginnings with the Ace of Cups, the Magician, the Ace of Wands, and looking at whatever opportunities might come your way. It looks like there will come a time where emotionally you'll be able to express yourself the way you want it, the way you want to. It doesn't look like you're able to do that now, but it will come. It will come your way, and it's going to be a bit of a struggle for you, but a struggle attached to a lesson, if that makes sense. It kind of looks like you will want to prove yourself, and you'll be happy just because of it. You'll feel more accomplished just because of it. In terms of potential challenges, you have the Ten of did I say Ten of Cups? I wanted to say Ten of Pentacles, but I said Cups. I'm sorry. So you have the Ten of Pentacles and this King of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of wealth and happiness in the family, and with this King of Swords might be someone who's very overprotective and fair and just, a bit dry, but someone who makes very fast decisions and very very honest and very open to communication. So let's try and clarify these, because they're a bit interesting. So how can group 3 overcome the challenges? Because they don't really seem challenges unless you're not ready for it, and it doesn't look like you're ready for this gravity of things. You're still starting. You're just ramping up your engine. You're just revving up your engine, and this challenge is about something that's nearing completion with this 10 of Pentacles here. So let's see, how does this challenge come to you? You have the Wheel of Fortune for this challenge. Interesting. As I said before, you're just starting up, you're just warming up, and this is someone who's already there. So you don't see yourself as the Queen of Wands, but they see you as the Queen of Wands. And you don't see them as a potential partner, but they see themselves as a potential partner. And they're here to protect you and to protect the relationship and to protect the domestic life that they envision with you. That's interesting. I want to read your love cards and see what you have in terms of this opportunity. You have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, the counterpart of the King of Swords. See, it's like you're on the outside looking in. You will be able to express your emotions, and I really enjoy that you have all the elements here. You have the swords, the cups, the fire, and the pentacles here to signify that relationship. And you're not even seeing it at the moment. You're just on the outside looking in, and you're actually speculating this opportunity, if I'm completely honest. And I think deep down inside, you know that you can achieve this. You just don't think you're ready to go there. Okay, let's try and get you some energy attached to this. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. You have financial constraints. I think this is where you're trying to prove yourself over and over and over again, to show that you have it all together. You're embracing this new beginning because you want to get out of this financial constraint. And it kind of feels like you're not allowing yourself to be happy in your personal life because of this. Maybe you have bad credit, maybe you have debt, and you're trying to sort this out before moving into a relationship. But this person, they have something for you. I don't want to say they hold a torch for you, because they hold a sword for you. But let's see, what's the energy attached to this challenge? Ooh, it's an energy of deceit. Interesting. Well, with that Wheel of Fortune, it might make sense, because you have 2 tens and the King of Swords, and it looks like your luck will change. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense for you to hold off on your energies because of this deceit card here. It doesn't for you. It doesn't make sense right now, and maybe it's okay for you to keep spying from the outside and until things clear a bit. I want to see what's in your love life coming. Okay. You get the Hermit. Oh, you don't see it. Sorry. Okay. So in your love life, you get the Hermit. In your career, As I said, that financial constraints, I think you're working on your career and your material world with the magician there. And this Four of Pentacles clarifies this. You're holding on to something because you don't see a way out other than just, if you were an investor, now you would be the one telling us not to invest in things. See? And that's what you're doing with your career. I think you're trying to keep a steady course with your boat and not shake things up. Let's see, with your finances, because you have that financial constraint. Oh, the reckoning is coming. Okay, it makes sense. So I think you're trying for a clean slate right now, and you don't want to shake up the boat, but you still want to be perceived as successful and strong and confident, which fair enough. And it kind of looks like in terms of love, even if an offer were to come to you, you'll still be thinking about it, but not really considering it. You might think, you might tell yourself that this is deceit just for you to like give up on the idea. Not saying that this is necessarily deceit, but you will be overthinking and measuring 10 times and cutting once with this Judgment card, because it looks like you're very focused on how other people perceive you and how can you gain more success in terms of finance and career right now. That's your focus. And it looks like with the Hermit card here, you just want to be left alone. You don't want to be a part of this. Makes sense with this Queen of Swords. You don't want to be involved in anything. You just want to look and see if it's worth your time or not. And so far, it kind of looks like it doesn't. Let's get some attached energies to these cards. Courage. Wow. Doesn't that reflect the Queen of Wands here? In terms of your career, you have compassion and clarity. It kind of looks like you're very selfishly driven into a direction that you think it will protect you, and it doesn't leave you too much room to gain clarity. It doesn't leave you too much room to be compassionate and open to others, right? Let's see. For the finances, you get home. Ooh, some of you might struggle to find a home with the financial constraints. So yeah, be aware of that and try to make the most out of this situation, because it kind of looks like it's your whole purpose, basically. Let's see. What's the energy attached to the truth? Indecision. As I said, you might deceive yourself at this point, because you're kind of creating barriers for yourself with this Queen of Swords here and the Deceit card here. You're creating barriers for yourself. You're putting up a front for others to perceive you in a better way than you think you are. So let's see, what's the shadow aspect of that lie? Artificial heart. When you're trying to put up a front to make things happen in a way that is going to make you look good. Let's see what the book says. Moon phase new and stages bargain. If I don't feel the warmth of the sun, will I blame the sun or myself? A female figure, an android or a robot with cyber lines traveling over the skin like gentle spiders, a black choker of feminine servitude, and jade eyes of futuristic indifference. So the sentence is building oneself to specifications, as I said, steeling oneself to adversity, and dreaming of electric sheeps. This reminds me of that that Philip K. Dick book, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? And you're building yourself in an image that you consider to be perceived as powerful and successful. But you have to ask yourself if this is what you want to present the world. You want to be thought as being very successful and very strong, and it looks like you're refusing to ask for help. It looks like you're refusing to ask for guidance, and it's making you struggle in the end, and you're refusing and denying yourself things that might be good for you. Let's see, one last piece of advice for group 3, please. One last piece of advice. Okay, I'll get the 2 of them. So you get Magnolia and Morning Glory. Nobility and self-esteem. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow men. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. Hello, Magician. And the Morning Glory is affection and determination. The morning glory, which blooms for a day, differs not at heart from the giant pine that lives for 1,000 years. Okay, that's all I have for you, group 3. Thank you so much for joining. Please take what resonates with you, and do remember that this is always about your own power and how you decide you want things to go. Please remember that this is a general reading, so if it doesn't fully resonate with you, you can check my description box below and use either my website, my email address, my Facebook, my Instagram, or my Etsy shop to book a personal reading with me. Thank you so much for joining, and I do hope to see you in another video. Bye.